Alright, so you can definitely buy a pre-prepared party pack of chicken wings, but if you want to save a few bucks and or learn a little basic poultry butchery and or make some bonus chicken stock from the wing tips, you might want to consider breaking down whole wings. Let's start with the wing tips. We're going to run a sharp knife down to and around the joint, exposing it so that we can gently crack it open and run our knife in between the bones, ideally keeping them intact, but really just for aesthetic reasons. Then it's the same deal between the drumette and the flat, only bigger and meatier. Run your knife down through the skin and around the joint, exposing the point at which the bones meet, cutting the sinew and tendons around the joint so that you can get a clean break. Crack things open to see where you're going to run your knife, and carefully slice your way through. And there you have it, easy peasy. The wingtips are certainly edible, but they're mostly skin and cartilage, so you're best to save those up as you break down the wings and turn them into stock. Onto the wings themselves. Whenever you're dealing with chicken skin, it's always best to get things as dry as humanly possible, which I'm going to do by virtue of some thorough padding with a couple paper towels. Then you can take things a step further by lightly salting the wings, spreading them out evenly on a rack set in a rim baking sheet and letting them sit uncovered in the fridge for 2 to 24 hours. Then the most traditional method for preparation is deep frying. This is best accomplished in at least 2 quarts of vegetable or canola oil heated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Drop in the chicken and fry for 5 to 8 minutes until golden brown and crisp. Keep things moving, especially in the beginning as the chicken tends to stick together, and crank up the heat because especially if the chicken's coming right out of the fridge, it's going to cool off the oil significantly. Fish them out and drain them on paper towels before saucing and serving. Now this might be the most traditional method, but I think it's one best relegated to restaurants. Not only is deep frying frankly scary, restaurants fry in huge, very powerful fryers, meaning they can fry in large batches without having to worry about a drop in temperature. At home you have to fry in small batches and the oil plummets like 50 degrees as soon as you add the chicken. So I submit that the best way to make wings at home is via the baking box or oven. First, to enhance the refrigerator drying tactic, I'm combining equal parts kosher salt and baking powder, that's 3/4 of a teaspoon each, for 2 pounds of chicken's wings, tiny whisked until homogeneous, and then I'm going to spread about half of it over the chicken, give it a good toss, and then sprinkling it with the rest to make sure that every square inch of the chicken gets coated in the good stuff. Then it's getting the same pre-treatment, 2 to 24 hours, set on a rack in a rim baking sheet in the fridge so that the skin can dry out and the salt and baking powder can work their magic. Then for somewhat easier cleanup, I'm lining the rim baking sheet with aluminum foil, placing the rack and chicken over top, and sending this into a 250 degree Fahrenheit oven for 20 minutes. And boom, just like that, you got oven fried wings. Don't those look delicious? I'm just kidding. We're just taking these guys out of the oven so we can now crank it up to 475 degrees Fahrenheit, preferably with convection. Once your oven's had about 15 minutes to properly preheat, the wings are headed back for 20 to 30 minutes, taking everybody out and giving them a flip after 10 to 20 minutes later, depending on the strength of your oven and your character. What you end up with is 2 things: an alarmingly smoky oven, literally, and crispy, juicy chicken wings near indistinguishable from their deep-fried counterparts. If anything, the oven-fried wings held up better to saucing than the deep-fried ones. But we're trying to make things more convenient here, and a really smoky kitchen is kind of a lateral move from deep frying. So this time, not only am I going to lightly oil my rack, I'm going to lay down a generous substrate of baking soda. All the smoke comes from fat dripping down from the wings, and the baking soda should absorb and mitigate it to some extent, which I was delighted to see work like a charm. Definitely still a little smoke, but only enough to set off the most fussy of smoke alarms. It helps to reposition the chicken when you flip it so that it's not dripping fat onto the same spot. Far and away my favorite method for making wings at home. A close second is grilling, which is basically just barbecue chicken in wing form. For this, I'm going to utilize indirect heat, keeping the burners on the right side on full blast and turning the ones on the left all the way down, which pretty much turns the grill into an oven in and of itself. This one's been preheated for 10 minutes so the grates are nice and hot, so after hitting them with a wire brush, I'm going to thoroughly wipe them down with vegetable oil before applying the chicken, which I'm going to pile entirely onto the left or cool side of the grill, covering and cooking for 10 to 15 minutes until char marks are just starting to show. All grills inevitably have hot spots, so the flipping process is going to be one of reshuffling, swapping the paler wings with the better brown ones. Now, depending on just how sticky icky you like to get your barbecue sauce, now is when you can start applying the first of many coats. Basically, we're going to do a similar dance with these chicken chicken wings, cooking them over low heat for about 20 minutes, flipping occasionally and coating with sauce until they're lightly browned and cooked through, reshuffling as needed if anybody's getting too much heat, painting with barbecue sauce as we go, and then we're going to crank up the temperature to medium-high for 5 to 10 minutes until the wings and the sauce develop a deep char. Speaking of sauce, we gotta make some sauce. Let's start with the undisputed reigning champion: 1 cup of Frank's Red Hot, an 1/8 teaspoon each cayenne pepper and garlic powder, a half teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and a half cup of melted butter. And there you have it, the pride and joy of my hometown region of New York State, buffalo sauce. And as I've mentioned in past episodes, don't be afraid to buffaloify the hot sauce of your choice. That is, mixing it with half its weight in melted butter. I've seen it do magical things. Next up, a very simple honey mustard, for which we're going to combine 3 tablespoons each yellow and Dijon mustard with a 1/4 cup of honey. And there you have it, honey mustard. Sure, you could just buy honey mustard, but then you wouldn't be able to say that you made it, and isn't that what cooking's all about? Next up, for that grilled variation of wings, ideally you want to use barbecue sauce. A simple one starts with a half cup of ketchup, 1/4 cup of packed dark brown sugar, 1/4 cup of water just to thin things out a little bit, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 2 teaspoons Worcestershire sauce, 2 teaspoons yellow mustard, 1 teaspoon each onion powder, and smoked paprika, just to give our barbecue a little bit more barbecue flavor. Then you use a half teaspoon of garlic powder, or I like to grate in a whole clove of garlic, as well as a couple dashes of hot sauce and a few twists of freshly ground black pepper. Tiny whisk to combine, and simmer gently for 10 minutes until the flavors have melded and things have thickened. Put to use on the grill, or just toss the fried wings in the sauce. Next up, how about some sticky gochujang action? Into the saucepan goes a 1/3 cup of gochujang paste, plus 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of water, 1 grated clove of garlic, and 2 tablespoons worth of grated fresh ginger, 1½ tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, and a half teaspoon of gochugaru. Same deal, tiny whisk to combine, and this time simmer for 10 to 15 minutes until it's nice and thick and saucy. Toss with the wings and garnish with sesame seeds. Next and last, our most restaurant-style recreation, Alfredo wings. 4 ounces of finely grated Parmesan cheese goes into the blender, along with 2 tablespoons unsalted butter, and then over on the stovetop, we're bringing a half cup each water and heavy cream to a bare simmer, and slowly streaming that into the blender, not all of it, just enough to make a thick, thoroughly emulsified Alfredo sauce, which would be great on pasta, but also pretty great if a little strange looking on wings. No matter what sauce you make, place the wings in a big old bowl, drizzle generously, and toss spiritedly to ensure even wing sauce adhesion. Plate them up, pile them high, garnish as necessary, and enjoy your sweet, saucy, spicy, crispy wings any way you like them. My favorite by default has to go to buffalo, but a close contender is the gochujang, especially if you had the foresight to cut the sauce with butter, making buffalo gochujang, or buffujang, I guess.
Dating courtesy. Girl is right. Little acts of courtesy which are his privilege. If you are small, will allow him to open doors no one chance. Don't barge on him. You'll get attention all right, but it won't be favorable. It is correct to pause and let him know you expect him to act like a gentleman. He'll love it, think you're a lady, and in return, flatter his masculinity.
way from Waterdeep.
No time to dally.
Quite ready for you. What's up for discussion?
Be with you in a moment. Not a trick, my friend. Magic. Be that as it may. Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of? Spot on. Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on? Day 4, excruciating pain as the skeleton and organs reform and reposition. Day 5, the host personality has disappeared. Fingers and toes and limbs elongate. I take it you get the picture? Day 6, the flesh around the mouth splits to make way for tentacles. Day 7, a mind flayer is born. This is the annotated version, of course. Spot on again. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal. I'll toast to that. The pragmatic in me, however, sees only the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
Never wanted the easy path.
Abominations grow inside us. Our bones should ache. Our mouths should bleed. Yet we thrive. It is madness. Keep your rest short. Time is not our ally.
I saw you getting a lecture from our magical friend. I have to say, I thought you'd look worse, but no. Not a tentacle to be seen. Indeed you could. We're all doing surprisingly well, given the circumstances. I'm not taking anything for granted, of course. First sign of change, and I'll have to stop that pretty little heart of yours. I am open to suggestions. Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you'd prefer. A fine choice. I can think of some nightshades that are deliciously fatal. If they're mixed well, you'll just close your eyes and drift away. And if they're not, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is all a worst-case scenario, obviously. Oh, my dear. I'd like to see you try. Now, let's get some rest. The sooner we start tomorrow, the better.
I couldn't help but overhear. Well, alright, I could have helped, but didn't. Anyway, I feel the same. Other than the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. The voice on the ship told me I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think it meant? Whatever they were, those plans were interrupted by the dragons. Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer. Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest.
I'll give it a shot. What's inside?
Yes?
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zathis purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Not books, but slates. Wisdom so profound it is etched into stone. Truth as perfect as the queen who decreed it. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
How can I help?
Feel like we're being watched.
This is about your precious Borders Gate.
I care about our lives, our futures.
No, you.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
We don't even know these people.
That doesn't matter.
Of course it does. You would choose strangers over us.
That's not what I said.
Can we stop shouting? No? Calm down. Please.
I won't leave them behind.
You're going to get us killed.
This is about your precious Borders Gate.
I care about our lives, our futures.
No, You just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Take that back. Right now. We don't even know these people.
That doesn't matter.
Of course it does. You would choose strangers over us.
That's not what I said.
Can we stop shouting? No? Calm down. Please.
I won't leave them behind.
You're going to get us killed.
Sylvanus, guide your path.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too. Roland's right, sis. We should leave while we still can.
Or would you deny your brother here his chance at fortune in Baldur's Gate?
Fine! Let's sneak away like God's damned cowards. But if something happens to these people, it's on us. I hope you know that.
The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
We have a smaller sword. This one's heavy.
I'll see if we can find you a dagger, child.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
You see the fiend again and ignite with Will's rancor. She is an infernal war devil, a threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. An excellent suggestion, but your party's full up. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer. A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
And again. Swing and swing and...
Can't keep it out forever. This is no fortress.
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Looking for steel? I have, well, something close. I miss my forge.
fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
Have you spoken to Korga? Of course, you have your own business to attend to. But if the druids won't abandon this ritual of theirs, it will be trouble. For all of us. No word from the scouts yet?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yeah. So, do you have loves waiting for you once this is all over?
You know what? That is not the easiest of questions for me to answer.
You mean just waiting? Like a lovesick puppy? Short-term amusements are much less hassle.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Oh, they're all boring. Even your cages are boring. You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. Doesn't even matter if you kill me. I'm chosen by the absolute I am. I'm blessed.
Here it comes, you little beast.
Watch your back. eyes open.
Never a dull moment.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Everything. All of us. Ragslin. Waterfall. Bridge. Scouting. Snooping. Tieflings. Don't fight. Fair. Priestess gut. Powerful. West. Temple ruins.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Need to find a way forward.
Shoes. Where are my boots?
What now? I'll do challenge.
No time to rest.
No. Don't take your eyes off my hands.
Very well.
Well, hello.
There's no time to waste. I wonder what the next move is. Can't afford to stay idle.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Please,
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
With haste.
Calm, Magrin. Give her a chance. You, get back! Keep back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
a moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Yes, I see.
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away.
I do wish I could understand. Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
You must be terrified. We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Sounds like she made the fatal mistake of getting caught. We shouldn't get involved.
We'll figure something out. We always do.
Speaking of, we don't have time to gabber. You'd best move on. Maybe 2.
Your welcome can be easily withdrawn, outsider. Respect our grove, or face our claws.
Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind. Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. I'll make it very quick. Hand to heart. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Kukliak would come to some use. My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again. Ah, my grizzled friend. What can you tell me about this place? Yes, I see. And is that her with 2 R's or one?
Speak. The ritual is Korga's decision, but she is not our leader. Master Halsin welcomed the refugees in. I wait for him to resolve this. Hold your tongue. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not.
Keep their confidence, if you insist.
Defende-nos ab iminetibus aquelebre o tuo.
Ab spiritu humoc aculeus vitisque. Ab spiritu humoc aculeus vitisque.
Would that we could speak.
In umbram cretus sanguine ioratus.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
Agene culamor in umbra tua parte arborum.
go.
Yes. Yes, I see. Ah, I do wish I could understand you.
Moon, sun, or am I dance upon the stars tonight? Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become. Change? No. Damn it! No. I mean, yes, I'm trying to finish this bloody song and it's not. Nothing fits, you know? True. And when you finally perfect a song, there's nothing like it. But when you're stuck and it's just getting worse, ugh. I know. I should be packing up, but I need to finish this song. It's important. And I'm sticking to it. Thank you ever so much. When you call the last light, does that fit? No, that's awful.
Friend.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry!
Have you lost your senses, Korga? Release her.
She stole the idol of Sylvanus. She must pay the price. We will imprison...
Please! I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
We will speak soon enough. First, judgment must be passed. The parasite eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. Halsin is gone. I am first druid now. I will take control and prove my authority. Fair words. Child, take to the others word of my grace. Sif, Tila, to me!
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
I realize you were frightened of wolves, Shadowheart.
Everyone's frightened of something. My fear's hardly irrational when you see the fangs on those things. I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers. It's hardly an irrational fear to harbor. You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, not alone. Really? Some might think it makes me a liability. Maybe that's what I like about you. You're different.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions? Come, let's cut the kid some slack, shall we? She didn't deserve this madcap spectacle as far as I'm concerned.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader. She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay. But more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the rite will survive long outside. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Our need is great. I will open the treasures of this grove to you, even if the Circle forbids it. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else. Come, Silver. Stay
slow
close.
down.
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
All right. What now? Still alive, so that's progress.
I don't want blood on my hands. We have the right to defend our...
I see you. Just give me a moment.
This medicament.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. Crawled in? Some sort of bug? Or... Wait, did it look like a tadpole? But from your worst nightmare? All slime, teeth, and tentacles. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way. This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Rather too common as of late. At least that's what Master Halsin suspected. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things, studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening? I'm telling you everything you need to know. Believe me on that. I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you? Protected from on high. Sounds like the Drow. Master Halsin said he was tougher than he had any right to be. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. Of course I am. Lives are on the line. And not just yours. So tell me, where'd you get that thing? To hell's with it.
You dodge her blow, but as you regain your footing, you can see the pain in her eyes.
I'm sorry. I truly am, but I can't let you go. If you transform out there, you'll kill everyone in the grove. Everyone for leagues around. You're right. I'm no use to the others dead. Master Halsin did say the Drow's tadpole was dormant. Maybe yours is too. All right, but on one condition. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. You can't cure what you don't understand. And as much as I know about mind flayers, I can't make heads nor tails of this. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. And if my birds can't get close, what chance do I have? You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath. Step at a time, Nettie. Come on. Why?
Just keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
Breathe deep and move.
Yet she failed. That's what matters.
I don't care for fish. Red meat, now, that's a different matter. Rare as can be. Dripping.
Well, unless we find a cure, you won't have any teeth to chew it with soon enough.
Let's get going. Time to press ahead. Have to keep going.
Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Best be careful.
No sign of the others yet. Do you think the fire...
They can be subtle sometimes.
Oh, this was more fun when he was screaming.
Still need answers.
What is it? Step careful.
Minthara's gonna skin us. No one knows about this damn weapon. Yeah, she'll kill us dead if we go back without it.
We'll get the druid talking. Grove's got to be full of magic. That's why they've been stabbing all the rats. Might be spies.
Just like old times.
Pretty stubborn for a man wearing leaves.
Maybe we can set him on fire.
Like a wraith, waiting with bated breath. What path lies before me?
Quietly now. With ease. Traps. How considerate.
Cloak and Dagger. My favorite.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Fool, damn you.
Nothing important is ever easy. Very well.
Can't give up. Not now.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Rather stand tall. Their worst nightmare.
Where do I go from here?
Need to stay focused. Heading there.
Still breathing, despite everything. With haste.
Can't afford to let up.
Let's have a little fun.
keep going.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Let's move. Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here. No. I'd still be outside gathering herbs if I didn't run into the goblins. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again. How much further can I go? Better not be cursed. Trap! Be cautious.
One with the weave.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Take your Take your
Yeah, it was ripe with magic.
Enough sitting around. Let's go hurt someone.
Interesting. Seems simple enough. Moving ahead. That's curious.
Don't fancy getting my hands dirty. I need a shovel.
Better not be cursed.
Swift as my feet can carry me. Let's see.
I am enjoying our walks together. Aren't you, Gay?
Sure. In silence.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
I'm so sorry. It's our brother, True Soul Edwin. He's injured and I wasn't thinking.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. The injured man locks eyes with you. The parasite writhes in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits, yours to shepherd.
Protect them.
Mind the true soul. She will. She.
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now.
A true soul. Thank the Absolute. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen, like you.
Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
What? Are you testing us? The Absolute is our goddess. She's going to rip down the old world order, start a new one. Then we'll be the ones with the power. Well, you will firstly, True Soul. You don't need me to explain that.
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice, and when the time comes,
The true souls, you will rule.
Please. Any supposed new god would have an uphill battle.
I'm sorry, true soul. I only repeated what I thought I knew.
It seems the Absolute still has a great deal to teach me.
I don't know any druids.
We were looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here. But instead of them, Edwin found an oil bear. An angry one. We managed to drag him away, but the beast's claws had already done their work. I told Edwin not to look in that cave. It was filthy with oil bear tracks. What?
It killed one of us. It killed Edwin. It's an enemy of the Absolute.
You're right, madam. The beast must be destroyed.
The cave is just ahead. It was too much for us before, but if you could help us, True Soul, we may stand a chance.
I spoke of the Absolute. Same as that goblin, Sazza. Curious.
Looks like the Absolute's drawing all sorts to become followers. Impressive in a way.
So the tadpole allows us to influence others. How very interesting.
Don't get too excited. Influence comes at a cost. And until we know what that cost is, the only reasonable approach is a cautious one.
You have the ability to manipulate people, make them bend to your every whim, and you'd be cautious about it. That's no fun.
We'll never know unless we take the risk. A calculated risk, mind.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value here, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you. Your muscles loosen. The tadpole breaks free of its deceased host. Your mind is your own again. For now.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
smell.
What to do? Best be on my way. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
An empty mind flare vessel. If its occupant survived, then nowhere to be seen.
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate Astarion? A sweetheart, perhaps?
Not one in particular. The city is a veritable feast of sweethearts.
You must be eager to get back then.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
Absolute. Protect us.
Free for the taking. These boots have seen everything. What's hiding here? That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
Seluna statue. It is Stinking Cave. Hardly a place of honor.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura.
What am I to do? There's magic guarding this thing.
Which way to the nearest library?
Something the matter?
Direct me.
Can't give up now. Don't waste a step.
Something the matter?
The beast's ahead. We need to get closer.
It's just ahead.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
You're right. We can handle this. And we'll do it for Edwin.
Another fight. Let's go.
Leave no trace. Step quick.
Let's end this.
Death's cold grip.
No choice but to keep going.
Let's have some carnage. The subtle approach. On my way.
Got to focus.
Nothing will stand in my way. Still on my feet.
Cut and run. They will now unbid them.
That was a miss!
Looks from you to his dead mother. A single strike will end his suffering.
It hurts.
You watch, speechless, as the cub begins to eat his mother.
The cub has a fighting chance now.
That, or we've just prolonged its misery.
That's good, right?
Seems like a good moment to talk.
It got her. It got Bride too. Right. All right. I'll go. Thanks.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. No traps, please. Might be useful. An owlbear egg. These are supposed to be worth a fortune. Open up. What's that? It's packed too tight. I'll need a shovel.
Let's see what this does.
What did you mean before, Gale? A woman with shadows for eyes, you said?
Merely that if the eyes are the mirror to the soul, yours have dark curtains across the mirror. No offense taken.
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
You saw them grab him.
You don't gotta remind me.
Strange. It looks healthy.
The pig's dead, my friend. Staring at it won't bring it back. Come on. We'll never fix these brainworms if we stop and gawk at every piece of carrion you find.
The boar seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. Examining the corpse, you see 2 small puncture wounds in its neck.
And is it dead enough for you? It's been drained of blood with wounds in its neck. It's been killed by a vampire. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to worry you. They are ferocious creatures. But don't worry, I'll keep watch tonight. We won't have to worry about nocturnal visitors. Now please, let's go.
I told them to run, the idiots! You better turn north here, or you'll end up like them.
Damn it. I wish we could at least have given them a proper burial.
Think more are coming.
They got their fill.
Something the matter? Something the matter?
And you got nothing to show for it but your own ass!
You're both this close to getting a slap.
Enough! We know you have her.
Please, we just want Mayrina back.
You seemed quite forward with your...
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina.
Just let her go. Please.
You there? Please, I don't know what's come over these boys. I just want to go home.
Stop this! We won't ask again!
Bollocks! You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice? You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. Bye-bye now.
Something over there. No hope of clearing this without a shovel.
This innate shatter pains me.
Time to press ahead. At the ready.
Deep gnome never flew so high.
Stepping softly.
Need to keep focused.
How much longer will this take? Hello, you.
Unseen as I was taught.
How long do you think he can scream?
Really? Now?
tastes good. Not bad. More sweet like honey. Must you? What?
Now what? On the hunt. Stay low.
Gotta be something in this heap. Come on, gotta be something here. Absolute don't want this junk. How'd you know? I just do. And the others.
Like honey. Must you? This inane chatter pains me.
Gotta be something in this heap.
Escape to the shadows.
Nothing here, boss. Look. Don't talk. I've been looking. And you will rubbish.
Subtle steps. Ready or not. Quiet. Quiet. Goblins.
I can smell trouble ahead.
Come on, gotta be something here. Absolutely. How'd you know?
Time for discretion.
You sniffing where you ain't ought to be, friend. Might have to take that nose.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Gah! Yes, yes. True soul.
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Don't let me keep you, boss. The lads were gathered by the windmill.
Watch the shadows. Let's prowl.
Pick to fight. The consequences are hardly surprising.